welcome to Civic Space TV. This is Women Rights, yes, where we always get chance to talk to ourselves, the women, and these stories are impacting lives in society because we keep getting, new viewers. It is really a blessing that you keep also coming back to the channel to see new stories. Yes, you're welcome once again. I'm called Madreen. Join me, welcome Nabadda Sandra. Yes, Nabadda is, many of you know her as Nandra UG. Nandra UG, that is her YouTube channel. But Sandra is an artist. She's a radio and TV presenter. She's an actress. She's a spoken word artist. I think she's here to tell us about her journey, her inspiration, and how she's able to do what she is doing. Of course, we are ready to learn more from her story, and I'll give her the floor to say hello to our viewers. Sandra, you're welcome.
Thank you, Madreen.
How are you?
I am very fine.
You look lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Things are not bad in the music industry, I see.
What a question. What a way to start it. Things are just the way they are.
Okay.
They are just the way they are.
Okay. We are here to enjoy your story, of course, and learn from it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, to someone who doesn't know who Nandra is. How do you describe yourself?
Nandra, first of all, I'm an artist. I call myself an artist because I'm an all-rounder. I do so many things. I sing, I write songs, I'm an actor, I'm a TV presenter, stroke radio presenter. I play guitar, I do spoken word.
Okay.
So when I wrap it up, I say I'm an artist.
Yeah.
All together.
Yeah. Wow. We are really so happy to have you today.
I'm happy to be here.
I think we've not had any guest on this platform as an artist.
As an artist?
Yes.
Then I'm glad I'm the first one to open doors.
Yeah, it will be really a good experience hearing from your story and how you're able to do what you're doing. So Sandra, tell us more about yourself. Where is Sandra born from? And something about your childhood experiences that you remember so much.
So come from a very middle class background, very humble background. I was born of parents who are business people.
Okay.
They were not, I can't say they were so wealthy, but then I also can't say they were very poor. I was really middle class. I was born in Namasuba. Yeah, I grew up in Namasuba. No, but then I left after some time. Okay. But I remember when my brain started working, I was in Namasuba. And yes, so my mom is a business person, my father is a business person, and I have several siblings. I can't even start to mention them. Then me as a person, I'm a born again.
Okay.
I'm a born again Christian. So I believe my background is really rooted and humble, and I can't, I think that's more like it, yeah.
And we want to also hear more about, those funny moments as a child. Those moments that you really remember and say, I was really this kind of child.
Oh yeah, no, the fact that I'm a last born, yeah.
Okay.
And so I was so spoiled as growing up. I was so spoiled. My sister, she's called Winnie. She used to hate me. I feel like she really didn't like me because I was too spoiled. I was that kind of girl who comes and tells you, so you're
confirming
like, get how upset I see it, like I was too spoiled.
You're confirming what people say about last born.
Yeah. If there's a definition of a last born, and then sometimes when we would take like evening walks, and I was really, really fat. So I would just be like, just stand in one place and be like, carry me, like I am done walking. And my sister used to get tired. I'm like, she never used to like walking with me because she knew I was going to ask them to carry me. I was not the lightest person there is, but I used to tell them to carry me. So I was really a spoiled person, but then I was so loved.
I
Yeah,
know,
I was
I know
so loved by my
everyone.
mom and my
Yeah.
dad. I remember there was a time they allowed me so much, and then they said, if we do not take this girl to boarding school, we are losing her. They took me to boarding school in P3.
Oh my
P3.
God. Oh, that was quite early.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
remember my mom keeps on telling me I had to, because you were too spoiled and there's nothing I was going to do about it. So I'm like, let her go and see how the world works and how this whole thing works. And yeah, by the
So,
time...
so how was the experience, you know, being in P3
Oh
and you
my
going to
God.
boarding?
I'll never forget my first day. It was so terrifying. It was so terrifying because I reached and my mom left and I cried. I could feel a tank with my tears. I
Have abandoned
cried
you somewhere.
my eyes out. I cried my eyes out. And then I remember that the time, that day, I was in dormitory, and you know how people getting used to dorm, and I was just thinking myself, how is everyone getting used to this life? And then electricity chucked. And I'm like, this has to be the worst day of my life. And then I cried some more. And I'm like, I swear I'm going back home tomorrow.
Okay.
And I remember I didn't even last a week. I didn't even last a week before I went back
Before you
home.
went back
Yeah, because
home.
I got sick.
Oh.
I got sick. But then, yeah, they took me back. Brought me back again. Then, yeah, slowly.
Yeah, you
I got used to it. Yeah,
environment.
but it was terrifying. It was really terrifying. I don't think I can take my child in P3 to boarding school.
Oh,
No, I don't.
okay.
Yeah, terrifying
Yeah.
experience.
So that is Sandra for you. And
Yeah.
Sandra, you're a musician.
Yes.
Do you see yourself becoming what you are today? You know, when growing up, are you this person who used to watch music? Where does the love of music come
Yeah.
from?
First of all, from a very young age, and I'm talking about P1, I saw myself being an artist, a musician. I never saw myself doing anything in my life, ever. Like, even in P1, I used to compose songs. Very, very weird, childish songs. Yeah, so I always saw myself being an artist. And then I used to compose songs, and then I grew up in a family where people loved music, because I grew up in a family where we celebrate over no reason. Like, we just wake up in the morning and be like, today I think we should just put on music and dance, and we see the winner. You get? And then there will be Sundays when mommy will be excited, she brings food, and then I'm like, let's just dance, put on music, and then we'll sleep at midnight.
Okay.
So I grew up in an environment where there was a lot of
the
music.
environment
Yeah,
itself was...
the environment was really encouraging. And then mommy used to take us out every weekend, like every weekend somewhere. So like, we used to go to theaters, we used to go to pubs, all those things. Like, wherever mommy feels like she will take you. And we used to dance until the last person leaves. So I come from that family where music is very, like, everyone loves music. Until now, on Christmas Day, just, you know, the whole families gather and we are there dancing till day breaks.
Wow.
Yeah. So I come from a very musical family.
I see the environment is really so accommodating.
And my mom didn't even know what she was doing.
And they're not even surprised.
No.
I know. Okay.
Okay, they got surprised because they didn't know I sing. They just thought I love music. They just found out. Now, the surprising factor is that they just found out that I sing. I was at campus. Yeah. But loving music, yes. That I think that I'm actually aspiring, because I used to say it and people would take it for like, she's joking, because we all loved music. And I was like, until in campus I was like, you know what, no, this is for real. I'm doing this for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so how is the experience so far?
The experience is amazing, or I should say it's bittersweet. It's really bittersweet. First of all, being an artist, a musician in this country, Uganda, but I also believe it's worldwide.
Yeah.
It's very challenging. Being an artist is a challenging thing. It has so many dynamics, and the politics is real. But then you see, being an artist, a musician, it's also very amazing because when you do it, you're doing something that you love. You get, because you go, I always tell my friends, there is no better feeling than knowing that you have sung a song or you have done or you have acted and made someone smile. No better feeling because then you have impacted a life, even without payment. But it doesn't mean we don't need the money. We need the money because, you know, it takes money to do all those things.
True,
So no one will ever know the fulfillment. It happens in the creatives, whether you're a footballer, whether you're an artist, whether you're whatever you do, as long as you're in the creatives, your satisfaction, your first payment is in the reception. Like when someone smiles because of what you've done, when someone is happy because of what you've done, and then the second payment is the real money.
The money.
Yeah, that's why people when she flopping, they call other people to come and fill the seats, so that they scream, go outside. You nurse your ego. You get
Okay. So which kind of music do you do, Sandra?
I do soul music. I do R&B soul music. That's what I do. I do rap, but in that genre of hip hop, I'm still taking my time on it. But right now, I'm still doing R&B and soul. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know some little bit of soul music. You know, it speaks a lot to the people. Yeah. And someone will want to hear you at least. You know, give us a cappella before we even go so much into the conversation.
No, don't you need to pay me? Don't you need to pay me? I'm already telling you my stories.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me sing a song of mine. My very first single, it's called I Feel It Too. It goes like this. Let me know how you feel, 'cause I feel it too. The things you do for me, they give you away. 'Cause baby, I won't push you away. If it is not me, then who? If it's not now, then when? I feel it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
When you add more money, we shall add more.
Sandra. Okay, we shall come to that. We shall get there.
Yeah.
Yes. So did you take some, singing in church? Did you do singing in church?
Definitely.
Being a Christian?
Definitely.
Yeah, most people, with such voices, the origin is from church.
The origin is from church. No lie. There's no lie detected there. I come from a background of church. Until now, I still sing in church. I'm a worshiper. Yeah. I'm a worship leader.
That's good.
Yeah, until now, I still lead worship. And yeah, that's where my background is for all the years. I've been in choir for a long time. So I've been in choir since 2016. This 2016, 2014. Those are 10 years.
Yeah, wow.
10 years.
You've moved the journey.
Yeah. It's been 10
So
years.
you mentioned being in the music industry, there are a lot of challenges. Yeah, we want to hear some of the things that you think, if someone wants to come to join you, they should be ready. And in particular, as a woman.
As a woman, definitely. First of all, the first challenge is finances because, if your parents if your parents are not Bill Gates, it's not gonna be that easy because everything, the recordings, the you appearing somewhere, the you looking good, everything takes money. And when you're starting out, if you are coming from a background like mine, then you're gonna have to really believe God on everything and use what you have because you may not start out with everything. Yeah. So the finances are always a challenge. And also, I know you've had this somewhere where people book you and they don't pay you. all the time. It happens to almost every artist. Someone just books you and then they will not pay you.
Maybe
Someone calls you
when you're starting.
when you're
after
starting
journey.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So remember, you're not going to have a manager from the very word go. Maybe some other people have managers from the go, but most of us don't. So
you don't have a manager.
No, you're starting out on yourself. You're doing everything by yourself. You get, and yeah, so you're gonna have a challenge with finances because the music doesn't bring the money immediately. It has to grow. It has to grow. And then people have to know you. Then people have to, oh, that's the girl. Until when you got some place, and then they're like, oh yeah, now we know you. Now we can give you our money, to trust you with their money. So that's a big challenge. And then as a woman, of course, I believe I was born in a very good generation, but though it doesn't take away the fact that as a woman, you will still be despised. Yeah, you'll still be despised. You'll still be looked at as of like, this is a man's world, it's a man's industry. The men run it. The promoters, most of them are men. Most of the musicians, artists are instrumentalists are men. You're finding yourself working with men at midnight, past midnight.
Yeah.
You get. So it's quite challenging. You have to be that strong. And you have to be strong at that place of, I know I'm a woman, but I need this and this and this to be done. And you're doing it with men. So you need to really, the challenge is you to rise up to the occasion and show them that you are the artist.
Yeah.
And they should respect you. So in a way you have to earn it. Because if you're weakling, they either will swallow you up. They will really swallow you up.
And now I'm imagining if someone has no support from the family.
Family is very important. It's very important to have a support system because you can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. I remember when I was starting out to sing, my mom used to be like, I want you home by 6. I'm like, have you seen any musician who enters home by 6? When will I sing? You get? Even if it is choir practice always happens in the evenings. Because they are expecting people to come off work at 5:30. So practice will run up 8. So I'm like, Mommy, what you're asking is impossible for me because what I want is to sing. And trust me, we are here, right? And there's no band playing early in the morning. Bands play in the evening when people get off work. So music happens in the night. And you have to, my mom used to find it a challenge of like, she's coming back home late. She's a girl. And then I started pushing my curfew by force. I'm like, I'm not going to come back here at 6 or 7 because I have things to do. And now she's used to it. There's a time we had a very, very, very ugly fight about my coming back. Because I came back at 3. And I was coming back from a gig where I wasn't paid.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I forget that day because I was somewhere stuck in Kololo. I do not have money. They have not paid me. I poured my whole self in this performance and they're like, you know what, we don't have the money. And then my mom keeps calling, where are you? I'm like, give me a break. Like right now, I felt like I was so mad. And then I reach home and she's telling me she needs to talk about it. I'm like, today? You want to talk about it today? So we had a very ugly fight. It was one of the ugliest fights I've ever had with my mom. But then I think from then on, she understood what the dream takes and what music takes.
And you mentioned that you were not paid.
Yeah.
I personally believe that before you go to, someone books you and they have to, give you something.
Very true. Very true.
What happened?
We did all that, Nayiga Madreen. We did all that. We said, this is my payment. Immediately after the show, please give it to me. Okay, yes, they gave us a deposit, but then a deposit is never enough because, you have things to take care of. And then they had to pay us later. They didn't.
Oh.
Even when you discuss it, people will still take you for granted, especially when you're still upcoming.
True.
It's no joke.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
How do you overcome all these,
You
maybe
have to be
someone has
strong.
not paid you yet in putting money in
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to be strong, and first of all, the dream is bigger. I mean, should I give up because one person has not paid or two? Like you have to weigh where you're going and what this challenge is trying to say to you in that moment. And then you're like, okay, dust yourself off, like the Bible says. When someone doesn't receive you, it says, dust yourself off and move on. So with Shiva Chigani, you dust yourself off because the dream is bigger, where you're going, and the future is actually bright. Yeah, you have to believe in that. You have to see that every day. Every day. You have to see that where you're going, the bigger things are in the future. Yeah.
So what are some of the opportunities, that have come with this, the career that you're doing?
There have been so many opportunities. First of all, of course, I get to sing for people, weddings.
Ah.
I do weddings, yes. I sing for people. First of all, I do love music. I do love music. There is no better feeling than seeing people in love and singing for them and making them feel like, yeah, we can do this together. So the opportunities that I've been singing people for weddings, I've been singing for people on their parties, engagements. You get to see people in love. That's for me. That's a big thing. And then opportunities like now, maybe TV presenting and radio presenting. Also, people first saw me on stage to hire me.
Okay.
Yeah, they first saw me on stage. And someone just came and said, I think you're a good radio presenter. I'm like, okay. I just went into radio.
You on stage.
Yeah, after seeing me on stage. So there have been very many opportunities. I've been doing voiceovers. I'm a voiceover artist. Still, people saw me on stage because I used to do a lot of spoken word, and they're like, yeah, she has a good voice. Let's use it for voiceovers. So there have been many opportunities, very many. Acting, they're like, yeah, she's very comfortable, very confident. So most of the things really come through the music in me, the singing, and then people just see you, and then they're like, okay, she can actually do this, she can actually do that, and all that. So many opportunities. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
And so I saw you. Did you have an album yet?
No, I don't have an album yet.
No album yet.
Yeah.
Okay, but
For now, I just
it.
Yeah, definitely. For now, I just have 3 singles out.
Okay. And I do and Mkwanago.
Oh, yeah. Those are my latest songs. Yeah, Amukwanogo just came out this year. Yeah.
Beautiful videos out there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And viewers, you should, check out Nandra UG on YouTube.
Yeah.
She has great music.
Yeah.
And so, you mentioned you are a radio and TV presenter. Tell us about this also.
Yeah, so I worked with Spirit FM first, and then I went to Radio City at some point, and then I worked with Family TV. So right now I've not I left that place for a moment because I needed to find my footing. Now the problem is you're doing so many things at the same time.
Things. Right.
Yeah.
And in fact, my next question was, how do you do
all those
because
things?
I believe music is a full-time
It's
thing.
a full-time thing, yeah.
Yes.
So I, with TV and radio presenting, I still call myself a presenter because I'm good at it. It's something that is very natural to me. And I have a mouth. I talk for a living.
You can talk.
Yeah, I can talk. So, but anyway, I saw it is still me. I just went out of it for a while to really pursue the music because I needed to really release the music out. I need to take it out because normally when you're just TV presenter, all those things are time consuming. So you either be like, am I gonna get up in the morning and look for content as a presenter, or am I gonna first do the music? And then the music needs to go because that is that's like my primary dream and all. So yeah, I still call myself a TV and radio presenter because anytime wake me up in the morning, I'll do that for you.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's why
I'm
I'm
ready.
here. I'm born ready. Yeah.
Okay. Sandra, what makes a good song?
What makes a good
You
song?
mentioned you're a writer.
Yes, I am.
And also you tell us what do you draw in your inspiration when you're writing your music? Yes.
First of all, for me, I'm a very particular person when it comes to music. Very, very particular. Lyrics have to really do it for me. And that is me. I take my time writing. Sometimes I even take long to get out of studio because there's something that has not fit properly. So lyrics is the first thing. Then the melody has to be really amazing. Someone has to listen to a song and they hum the song over and over again. Like I love the fact that I just had a show on 18th August, my very first show. And then the next time I met them, they were still humming the song that I sang on Sunday. And I met them on Thursday. So for me, that makes a difference. When someone still has your melody in their mind, then that means you're doing something right. The melody has to stick, and that's why I think we used to like radio so much. That this is radio. He had beautiful melodies that you would just, even when you don't know the words, you just hum them, and they stay with you. So for me, in a song, I'll look through the lyrics and the melody. And then the fact that I have a background from church, and church really is very musical, then the arrangement. The music arrangement, very important. I'm not someone who loves things that are done in 5 minutes. No, music.
5 minutes and the song is...
and the song is there, like, yeah. Tulufulu me again, then you get to the radio. And that's what Ugandans want. No, I'm not that kind of person.
So you mentioned music arrangement. Well, what is this?
Music arrangement is everything, like instruments, which instrument is going to go here, which harmony is fit in a particular part. Not everything. Like, we just don't do everything. Like, we just don't.
You just wake up and
you know how like she done that, like bam, papa, papa, and then someone just puts, and then the song goes out. No. There's actually time to create, and you're like, that harmony is not gonna fit here. It's too loud, or it's too soft. You have to take all those things into consideration. Yeah. So music, it takes time to produce beautiful music.
How much time do you invest in your music?
How much time? All the day. Like right now after here, I'm going to go to studio. So every day I'm investing in my music. Every day, if I am not recording or if I am not practicing, then I'm actually thinking about the words I want to write in a song.
And then you mentioned you play the guitar.
Yeah. So it's every day. It's for me, it's an everyday thing. It's my work. Like how people wake up in the morning at 5 and they reach home by 8 and they go and work. That's how I also wake up in the morning and be like, now let me start. Yeah.
So you've been here for 10 years, right? You've been in the game for 10 years.
Yeah.
What do you think people, Ugandans or even other people that listen to music generally, which kind of music do you think people, Ugandans really like?
First of all, I'm going to tell you something very shocking. As much as musicians and artists have been here, music has been here in Uganda for a long time, but I still believe that music in Uganda is starting to just be shaped. So in other words, Ugandans have not yet discovered which music they want. Because the thing is, people have woken up and thrown whatever they want to Ugandans.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yes.
Like someone just wakes up and sings a song,
5 minutes.
5 minutes, and then it goes on TikTok, and then people are like excited. But 1 month later, we are over it.
The song is no more.
We are really over it, you get it? So I cannot say that Ugandans love this. Because even Ugandans themselves have not yet understood the music they like.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Like one moment they're going to love this artist and then they're like, but then there's this other artist. Okay, that's more natural. But then again, our music music industry has not yet, It is just beginning
Still
to be
growing.
shaped.
Okay.
Because we've had a lot of, what is it called? Bubblegum. We've had a lot of bubblegum music. We've had a lot of music that comes and doesn't even last for a year. You get, even if I'm to ask you right now, what's your best song that has lasted for 10 years or maybe 20? If I could even pose that question to you.
Oh my God. I have to.
You have to first sit and think about it, right? Yeah. It's not like off your head. But if you ask me music from the Western world, I can name right now, like, because we listened to that music, we grew on that music, we lived that music. But in Uganda,
Where is the problem? And first of all, why don't we love our own,
yeah,
and support our own?
No, I feel like that one is a topic for another day, because we love our own, but we also don't take time to create. I feel like something has been lost in between the business and the passion. You get, like, someone begins off as an artist, like now me, Nanja. I'm thinking, oh my God, I only have 3 songs so far, so I'm on pressure. Oh my God, Spice Diana has
Many
10 albums. And then I'm like, I need to be like Spice Diana. And you don't know how Spice Diana does it. Do you get what I'm saying? So you need to be rooted and be comfortable where you are. If I have my 3 songs, they are still my songs, and I am glad I have them. Don't rush the process. The process has been rushed to get money, first of all. This Kahoot, because Ugandans love funny things, and I think we're so bored as a country. People always look for fun, which I love about Ugandans. They will always look for the fun beat, so they'll be like, that song, and then they will hum to it, and then they will chew it, and then it's done. So artists are thinking, oh, this is what the Ugandans want. They want things that just a nice hook, a nice line, and then that is it. And then they forget that it has to really live longer. The music has to really live longer. So that even when the kids are born, they're still listening to that music. But then that business side, people are rushing to get the money. Like, if I produce this song today, I get it out tomorrow, and then I'm booked in what? This is August. In October, I'm singing on Shiba's show. So I'm making money. It's a quick fix. We have not yet learned to do music even for when we are out of this world. When we talk about people like Michael Jackson, when we talk about people like Whitney Houston, until now, they still have money in their bank accounts. I mean, we are still streaming their music on Spotify and all those online, and the people who are shined under them, maybe people they left their properties and everything, they're still feeding off that music because that music was amazing. They took time to create. But right now, I do not know which song is streaming from 20 years ago in Uganda. I do not know that song. From 20 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe in 5 years now, people are still streaming that. 20 years ago. Because I remember it was Fide, Bongole, Utaya. Those were the guys. And I still believe at least those guys did nice music.
Because we still listen to it.
Yeah, but now, Civic.
Good you're here, and today we are really talking music, so the house is full of fun vibe. The vibe is up so high. So who is your favorite musician?
I don't have a favorite.
You don't
musician.
have.
I don't, because I love music so much. So you'll find me one day, like recently I was listening to so much music from a guy called Benji Kasule. I don't know if you've heard of him. Now, Madreen, let me teach you music, I beg. These are people who are producing beautiful music that is going to really, first of all, change the industry, but also inspire people and the young people. because music is not done just for, it's not just done for fun. It is supposed to inspire something in you. It's supposed to create a light in you. So I don't have a favorite artist because I have so many artists that I listen to, and for a season or maybe for a day. You get it? Yeah. So I could maybe name some, but not one.
Yeah.
I don't have one. I don't have one. But one of my inspirations is Kenneth Mugabe.
Oh.
Because he does nice soul music. Benji Kasule has now proved to be one of my other favorite artists in Uganda. Then Navagrey is one of my other very amazing artists. Now, when we talk about Navagrey, the music that has lasted, she has not how many songs has she been produced in the last 5 years? If there's so many, they're like 5. But the album she produced first is still feeding her up to now. You get it. It is what people, even if she said I want a show right now, I'm so sure people will just
come.
yearn to go and pay, because that in music coming from the soul, it's not something that was rushed. So Nava, yes. Then when I take it to the other side, to the Western world, I have Whitney Houston. I have people like so many people, soul artists. There's Keisha White. There is okay. Then there's Ed Sheeran. Then there is now that names are escaping me, but there's just so many. There's just so many because I listen to so much music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other people you mentioned all have good music.
Thank you. You've not had anyone that I mentioned, and then you're like, are you sure? Yeah.
So how long does it take for one to write a song?
It depends. It depends, because now I took like an hour.
In an hour.
And then I feel it too. I took months to even finish it. I remember I finished it in studio. I wrote the first verse and the chorus 1 month, and then the year ended, and then I revisited it the next year. So it depends on what particular song and where you are in the space that you're in at that moment. Because with I Do, someone just gave me a track. I was so inspired that when I started writing, I was done. I was so inspired that it found me in that space. With I Feel It Too, I took my time. It is my baby, so I felt like I needed to put everything in it. Then Mukwanogo also took months. So it depends. Like how children are different? That's how songs are. Yeah.
Your babies.
Yeah, my babies. They are all different. Yeah, one omlala ayangu okumutuma.
Yeah.
You know, there's always that child of like better, and they are quick, and then there are those who will just take their time, and then there are those who will never do anything that you tell them, but they're still your children.
Wow, enjoying the conversation right here with Sandra.
Yeah.
Sandra, you said you're a spoken word artist.
Yeah.
What do you do here?
Spoken word artist is the modern day of poetry. It is the AIDS. You remember those poems that we used to say in school? But yeah, we no longer say I do poems.
I think they're not so common.
They're not even so common. They're not so common. I mean, how do I say I'm a poet? No, I think.
So you wanted to confuse us.
No, I didn't want to confuse you. It's the modern way. Like it's like how radios have evolved from radios to now your phone. Yeah. So it's just evolving. Yeah, but spoken word is literally poetry. Yeah, so I'm a poet. But I also can't call myself a poet, because poetry is also kind of different from spoken word. Because spoken word is something that you just feel. Poetry, you take time.
You take time to write.
You take time. There's so many things to consider. Yeah? The metaphors, the rhymes, it's a lot of work, man. Then when I say modern day, is that I can sit right now and I tell you a word and it's spoken word. Again, It has nothing like metaphors or rhymes or things like what are they, riddles or what, all those things. No, no.
And when do you do this?
When do I do that? In my performances, in my worship, in my performances on stage. That's when I do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had your very first performance. Was it a concert? What show? Something like that?
Madreen, don't hype
Don't
me.
take it to
Don't
a
hype me
concert.
for nothing. It wasn't a concert. It wasn't a concert. It was
Okay,
a show.
but you also mentioned that you do, performances
Yeah,
on weddings. Yes.
Yeah.
And tell us about it. And how do people book you? How do you get these, opportunities?
Oh yeah. So normally, because as much as I've been here for 10 years, I'm still an upcoming artist. Yeah, because most of our music has been in church. Because I also belong to a group of musicians called Joseph Generation. So most of my music is there in Joseph Generation. When you go to the YouTube channel, so it was worship and praise. But then as an individual, then I split out to do the love music and all. So my bookings are really done online. People reach me out on Instagram, on Facebook, and normally it's referrals. No, like yeah. Most of my gigs have been referrals. Like Madreen, you know me. Like, yeah, there's a girl who sings so well. She's called Nandra. Da, 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 da. And then I come through. Yeah.
Meaning you're doing great work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most of my work. You see now, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Someone referred you. So yeah, most of my work is really referrals. Yeah. Yeah.
And amongst your babies, which one do you think is really, that one that really touches your heart?
I don't know why you guys love asking that question. It's like you're saying, let's choose the best child.
I know, of course. You
don't.
said they're all different,
Yeah.
but then I believe there's that one that you give so much time, and maybe people have received it with so much love.
I can't tell you a song that people have received with so much love, but I can't tell you that this is my favorite. I can't tell you this is, because people make the songs what they want. Not like you just said you love I Do. Now I've realized most people, every time I start to sing I Do, everyone is up and they're dancing. So it may seem like a favorite song, but no. For me, no.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite song because every song has a different feeling that I get when I do it. And then there are people who just be like, when you sing, I feel it too. I feel like, man, you're pouring yourself out there. I don't have a favorite song. But people have a favorite song. Most people love I Do because it's very groovy. Yeah, it's very groovy and amazing. And then it's a wedding song, so it's a song that you can dance to. And then recently, now people have started appreciating Mokwanogo. Yeah.
It's a beautiful.
It's a beautiful one because everyone was like, "Wow, okay, that's new," but yeah.
Okay.
So
like Nandra, where do we see Nabadda Sandra? 10 years from now, any future plans for
that's a given. That's a given. And let it be known, I'm going to be one of the top artists in Uganda. I don't need to repeat that. That one, that's a given.
Okay.
10 years from now, I have to be one of the top artists in Uganda. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
With good music.
Thank God I've said it on camera.
And more music.
With beautiful music that's going to inspire people. Music that is coming from the right spirit. Music that is drawn from the throne of God. Yeah.
All right. So to a girl, I know many, there are many girls, young girls that would want to be, artists.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of things. You're a writer and you're a musician. You do sing. You play an instrument. Yes. So many people might, want to know how can they, be what you're doing today.
First of all, I love, like I told you.
What does it take for someone to, do all what you do?
First of all, it's going to take, how much do you want it? How much do you want it? You get, there's a reason why you woke up today morning and be like, I'm gonna wait and record this session. You would have given up and be like, you know what? So it always goes back to the person. How much do you want it? When you are disappointed, when you are not getting exactly what you want, are you going to stay holding on? Now, when you figure out how much you want it, then everything doesn't matter. You get it? There's a reason why in the 10 years I've not even yet broke through your normal radio stations, but I still have faith that it's gonna happen. So it's gonna take of like, how much do you want it, and do you believe in yourself? You have to believe in yourself that much that even when you meet strangers, they need to know that that person is going to be. You get? You have to have confidence in yourself. Grow your confidence every day and be like, I'm the best of the best. You get? So would I be shaken if any other big artist walks into the room right now? No. Because I know what I carry. I know who I am. Because God, I have sat with God so countless times and I've said, this is what I want. And the Lord has said, it's happening. And when He begins it, He's going to finish it. So for any woman or girl out there who has big dreams, I don't even know what they are because there's so many dreams. But the first thing to do is believing in yourself and how much are you willing to go for it. When those two are established, then the world, there's nothing stopping you. Because money, we make it a factor, but it's not. Because when you stand up one day and be like, I'm doing it, it's going to happen. How many testimonies have we heard from all these artists? I sit on my TV every day and I hear artists of like, I didn't even have what to eat, but I went to studio, but they've won Grammys. Do you get what I'm saying? I've seen artists, they've won Grammys, but they didn't even have what to eat. They were on the streets. So money is not a factor. The moment you make it a factor, then you're never going to achieve what you want. Yeah, so money is not a factor. The moment you step out, the Lord always provides. The moment you say, I'm doing this, then the Lord says, okay, I'm going to provide. So let money not be a factor. All that matters is believing in yourself. And are you sure you're willing to take the journey?
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And I think what you're mentioning really cuts across.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere. It cuts across everywhere.
Yeah.
Never make money a factor. Yeah.
Huh? I don't know.
Yeah.
Money these days.
Because the moment you wake up, everyone is looking for money. Everyone wants money.
Yeah.
Everyone wants money.
Yeah.
But money comes to, because I come from church, money is very spiritual. Money comes to those people who call it and it knows their names. And money comes for a purpose. So Madreen, God is going to give you money because you're waking up in the morning to go and record. But the moment you say I'm staying in bed, then what's the money for? You get it? And I'm not even downplaying now the fact that other people have just money lying around, who just have money in their bank accounts or wherever it is. Now there's also that place of wealth. But when you're starting out, money will come to the purpose that you give it to.
Okay. All right. So, Sandra, to our viewers, someone who wants, to have you on their function.
Yes.
Yeah, will, perform anywhere.
Yes.
How do we get to Nandra?
First of all, how do you get to me? I am on all the social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, that is Nandra. And then Instagram, that's Nandra UG. I'm on YouTube, Nandra UG. I'm on TikTok, Nandra UG. And then when you want to book, I can read out my number, for bookings, and all my booking numbers are on all those social media platforms. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can read it out.
Yeah, it's okay.
My booking number is 0775 0775859208. And yeah, that's my booking number. 775859208. Yeah.
And she'll deliver.
And I'll deliver. Yeah.
Quality
work. Yeah. You cannot be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And before we come to the end of the conversation, how do you promote your music?
How do I promote my music?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something. I do not promote my music. People want my music, they find it. But my music is on all the streaming platforms and it's on YouTube. But for now, I don't promote my music like, oh my God, let me go to whatever people do to promote music. I really don't, because right now I believe I'm starting out in this recording system, so I feel like people really find my music when they want it. Yeah. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
And when you're doing these performances, have you ever interfered with someone, or come across someone who says, your music has inspired me or has done this for me?
So many times. So many times that when I sing, someone will come out to you and be like, this song took me out of a different place. Like I told you, I used to do worship music, and I have an album with Joseph Generation. Someone will always reach out to you and be like, you've inspired me. You have done this, and I told you it's the greatest payment ever. Because then that means in the book of heavens, in the heavenlies, it is recorded that you did something in your purpose.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It has been really so beautiful having Nabadda Sandra. So Nandra is from Nabadda.
Yeah. So Nandra did call us Saint. Nandra is the one that makes the money, but I just took out the N of the Nabadda and took off the S and replaced it with the N. And that's how I came up with Nandra.
All right. So Nandra, to your fans and to family, mommy, and your siblings, yes, what are your last remarks?
My last remarks is to my fans is that, first of all, for those who are just getting to know me, I have beautiful music out there, and I'm here to give you the best music and the best work of art that I believe the world has not yet seen before. And then also, so I all my fans, just go to all streaming platforms, just go to YouTube, my YouTube channel, Nandra UG, you're going to find my music. And that's where you're going to find everything about me. And then my mom, my sisters, thank you for the support. Those people they have moved mountains to make sure that I even have money to go somewhere and do something, to make sure that now who's going to do your makeup? Those kind of things. They have really, really invested their time. My friends, there's so many friends who just step in and be like, I'll do this for you. You don't have to touch that. I'll do that for you. I am grateful. I am really grateful. Thank you. My family and my friends and my fans, thank you. Yeah.
As fans of Nandra music, we are really here waiting for more music, more group music.
Yes.
From Nandra UG.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm also waiting for that music. So give it to you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sandra, for coming through.
Thank you, Madreen.
Today has really been, full of fun, music, talking music. But I believe there's something that you've picked from Sandra's story, of course, with her experience in the music career. It's not an easy journey, but she mentioned do what you love. And of course, I think you will get there. If you focus on what you love, don't just wake up and do something that you don't love. Yes, so thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you for always tuning in to Women Rise. women at the front lines. I believe these stories are really, you know, changing and impacting society. There's something that new to pick from each story that we share here. I've been your host, Madreen. See you next week. Bye. See you next week. Bye.